Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video all about my picks for the Sephora Spring Savings event. I love doing these videos because I think it's a great way to share with you guys the products that I'm loving, even some products that you guys might not have seen me use in previous videos. It's just a really nice way to round up everything that I think you guys might be interested in taking advantage of the sale to try the product out. And I also think this is a really great time to stock up on the staples in your beauty routine. This video is sponsored by Sephora, but every single product that I'm mentioning, I handpicked myself, and you guys have seen me use a lot of them, so it's a win-win. You get to see all the stuff I'm loving, as well as some new stuff from Sephora that I recently tried that I think you guys would like a lot too. So the Spring Savings event is gonna be for all tiers. The code is unlimited use. It's valid for both US and Canada. The code you're gonna use is SPRINGSAVE. I'm going to look at these dates because I do not want to mess this up for you guys. So the Sephora Rouge tier, your dates are going to be from 4/17 to 5/1, and you're going to get 20% off multi-use online with early access from 4/17 to 4/20. Then the Sephora VIB tier is going to have the dates from 4/21 to 4/29, and you're going to get 15% off multi-use online. Now for the Sephora Insider tier, the dates are gonna be from 4/23 to 4/27, and your offer is going to be 10% off multi-use online. So again, that code is gonna be SPRINGSAVE. So the dates and percentage off are gonna differentiate by tier, but the online code is always gonna be SPRINGSAVE, and it's always gonna be multi-use. You can use it as many times as you want. Starting off with primers, my favorite of all time, Milk Hydro Grip. I just think this is so amazing all year round, but especially during the warmer months when you're sweating or your makeup has the chance to just like slide off your face in the heat. This really keeps your makeup gripped in place. It just provides you with a really sticky, tacky base. Your makeup sticks to it, and it always makes your skin look really good. It doesn't emphasize dryness or anything like that. And then another one that I've been talking about for many years is the Laura Mercier Illuminating Primer. I think this is one of the most beautiful soft strobe primers, and it's a Laura Mercier primer, so it actually leaves your skin feeling really nice, slightly firm, so that makeup just glides over your skin like a nice taut canvas in the best way possible. It doesn't make your skin feel tight, but it just like shapes your skin up a little bit and makes it feel a little bit more prepped and ready to go for makeup. So these are by far my two favorites. I will be standing by these two for the spring and summer. For the summer months, I am finicky with foundations, but I do find that more mattifying foundations tend to be longer lasting, and you can still make them look dewy just by prepping and setting them the right way. So the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation, I think this is amazing. It's so long wearing, and it's also really lightweight and fluid, so you still have the ability to sheer it out and build it up depending on the amount of coverage that you want. It is a full coverage foundation, but sheared out, it still looks really nice and natural. So it's nothing you need to be afraid of. Now it does set down quite matte, so could potentially emphasize dry patches for some people. So another really great, more along the lines of a natural matte foundation, is the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Foundation. This has been a favorite for, again, maybe about a year or two, and I really like this during the hotter months because I can just rely on it. I know it's gonna last a really long time. It's a little bit more of a soft matte finish, so it's not really emphasizing dryness, and it's just nice, lightweight. It's got a ton of pigment to it, so a little bit goes a long way. It has a really great ability of being built up as well. So this is a newer product that I've recently become very loyal to, the Becca Brightening Under Eye Corrector in medium to deep. This is a creamy, emollient, peachy under eye corrector. There's also a little bit of pearlescence to it, so it's very brightening and gives the under eye a very nice, luminous look. It just counteracts darkness and gives you that very like beamed up, doe-eyed, bright-eyed look, and I really think it makes a huge, significant difference because when I don't use it, I feel like I just don't have that like nice bright under eye that I really love. So a little bit goes a long way. It's very creamy, and whenever I use this, I always have to set it with a powder, but it's great to just put underneath the eyes. Two under eye concealers, let's just get it out of the way. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I will never not recommend this to you guys because this is my favorite concealer of all time. I constantly repurchase it. Whenever I run out or I start running low, I'm already repurchasing the next tube. It is my favorite under eye concealer. It looks natural if you just wear a little bit, but it can be built up to full flawlessness. I always think it looks very juicy and youthful under the eye, and I love the coverage. I love the formulation of the concealer. It just does it all for me, so big fan of that. And then the other one that I've recently really been enjoying is the YSL Touche Éclat. I have a newfound appreciation for this. I have always been a fan of it, but these past maybe like 4 or 5 months, I have gone through one full tube of this. This is my second tube. It's actually kind of a pen, but I really love this. Just on a day where you don't want to wear a lot of makeup and you just want that light milky veil of coverage, it's phenomenal for that. And then also it pairs really well with the Becca Under Eye Concealer because this just kind of takes away that peachy look under the eye without providing like too much coverage to where the under eye starts looking cakey. So it's really nice, lightweight. And in my opinion, the light milky coverage that this gives is very soft and feminine, and it never looks aggressive or harsh or like you're really, you know, caking the under eye up. So have been very big fan of that. You guys know I'm really picky about setting powders, but this one I will never not recommend it to you, the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder. This is so unique because it does mattify your skin in the sense that it takes away the wet, oily looking shine, but it doesn't take away the luminosity of your skin. So there is a really soft pearlescence to this powder. So your skin will still reflect back light, but it won't have that like greasy, dewy look to it. And it also just keeps your makeup in place longer, prevents makeup from breaking down or migrating around the face. It's just, in my opinion, the most beautiful powder for setting the face. And then the other powder that I've really fallen in love with, specifically for the under eyes, is from Pat McGrath. It's the Skin Fetish Sublime Under Eye Powder. Now this, truly exceptional. You guys know a lot of the time I just won't even set my under eyes. I'll just touch up concealer all day before I'll put a powder under my eyes because I think it just ages me. It just looks so horrible under my eyes because often I have eczema patches under my eyes and powder just always emphasizes that. But not this one. This powder is lightweight, but buttery and silky and smooth. And I can't describe it to you. So the powder itself feels very silky and soft. It's also similar to the Laura Mercier one in the sense that it has the tiniest bit of pearlescence to that powder, so it reflects back light, keeps your eyes looking really youthful and blurred, and your concealer will not crease, it will not move. I think the savings event is also the perfect time to treat yourself to a luxurious bronzer. This one's from Tom Ford. It's the Glow Powder Bronzer in the shade Terra. It is divine. It is a beautiful, warm undertoned shade, blends over your skin gorgeously. It's really easy to work with. It's one of those bronzers that's very intuitive, and I think it would be great for even a beginner who really, you know, maybe isn't the best at being precise with where they place their bronzer, because this is the type of bronzer that you can glide all over your skin, and it gives you that very soft, sun-kissed look. So it's not an overpowering bronzer. So it's a very natural looking bronze shade to where it looks like you've actually just been, you know, touched by the sun. As far as illuminators go, you guys have seen me use this one numerous times on my channel. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Exceptional. It can be worn underneath makeup, on top of foundation, or mixed in with foundation. It is truly one of the most unbeatable illuminators ever, one of my personal favorites. And then another one that I've really been impressed with is the Dior Backstage Illuminator. This one is really lightweight and has a similar formulation to the Backstage foundation that I like, to where it's just kind of pillowy soft and dries down quite quickly, so it's easy to work with in that sense. It's also really great for mixing in with foundation if you want to sheer it out, or if you have a foundation that's a little bit more on the matte side and you want to make it look a little bit more approachable and soft. It's great for that too. You can apply it on top of foundation as well, but I do find that if you want something that's going to be a little bit more can do anything with it, you'll probably prefer this one. Whereas if you're someone who just likes to wear illuminator underneath foundation or mixed in with it, you'd probably prefer the Dior one. Having a major nude blush moment, and I wanted to recommend two of my personal favorites. The first is Fresco from Laura Mercier. It's this gorgeous Muted Nude Melon shade. So there's a little bit of this like juicy melon undertone to it, but it's still a true nude, and it has a beautiful shimmer to it, so it's quite luminous and just gives you that nice youthful looking apple of the cheek, which I know that is what we all want. And then my other favorite is from Hourglass, the Brilliant Nude Blush. Now this one is so unique because when you swatch it, it almost looks like you don't even have anything on your skin. But then when it's swirled together on a brush and applied to the apples of your cheeks, you get this really gorgeous, luminous nude glow of a blush. It's very unique. I'm really into this. So I don't think you can go wrong with either of these, because these nude blushes are the types of blushes that will go with whatever eye look or, you know, whatever lip color you pair them with, and they're not going to compete. I have two highlights I want to recommend. So the first is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Balm Duo. One is a clear balm and then the other is a highlighter. So if you have dry skin, I can almost 100% guarantee that you will love this, because it gives you that dewy glisten that you really want on your skin, but it's not sticky. Especially the highlight shade, it's actually quite dry for being a cream, so it stays put, it doesn't move around. You don't have to worry about like your hair getting caught in your highlight and just, you know, sticking to the side of your face. You don't get that with this one. It's very easy to use because it is a cream, so you can either pick it up with your fingertips off of the bullet or apply it directly to the skin and blend it out. But I know that people are kind of finicky with creams, so the powder highlight I really wanted to recommend is a new, one of my all-time favorites. It's the YSL Universal Glow. Now this has a slight like peachy pink undertone to it, which I actually think is so beautiful because it's quite a fleshy undertoned highlight. So it looks very radiant and healthy without looking like too pearl or too champagne. So it's quite unique. And I feel like that's the great thing about it, because we probably all already own all the champagne, pearl, and gold highlights that we want. Whereas this one is just like a soft filter of a highlight with that really pretty peach undertone. It doesn't give you that like metallic looking strobe. It just gives you that like nice glisten on your skin to where your skin just reflects back light on the high points. So it's truly beautiful. And I'm also feeling like you guys probably already know what eyeshadow palettes you want, or you know what you're leaning towards. So I wanted to recommend something a little bit different that I think would be a great addition to your eyeshadow collection. The Laura Mercier Eye Caviar Sticks. These are beautiful, they're easy to use, they're cream shadows that are long lasting, so you can actually use these to prime your eyelids for powder shadows, or if they're worn on their own, they do not budge. They stay put all day. They're pretty waterproof for the most part, and you can wear them as eyeshadows, eyeliners. They're just a really beautiful, easy to work with product, and I think everyone can get use out of this, whereas an eyeshadow palette is gonna depend on what you look for in an eyeshadow palette. With the eye sticks, you can pick the colors that you want exactly. I do have two mascaras that I think are worth the splurge. You guys know me, I'm a drugstore mascara girl at heart, but these two mascaras I do find to be like completely worth the price point, because just nothing compares to these. Dior Show, I have used this for so many years. Every time I repurchase it, I fall back in love. It gives insane length, volume, wispiness. You get soft, flirty, fluttery lashes. I always say this, but it's very like old Hollywood eyelashes, where like the drama, and they just look like heavy and gorgeous and like falsies. It's just such a beautiful mascara. The other one is the Dior Iconic Over Curl. Now this one gives your lashes a lot of lift and swoop, and you can especially see this on the outer corner lashes. Sometimes when I curl my lashes, I'll go a little bit overboard, and then the curl is almost like square and it doesn't look quite as flattering. So when I put this on, it softens out those edges, and you really get that gorgeous like light swoop and curve to the lashes. So it's a very curvaceous mascara. I wouldn't say there's a ton of volume or a ton of wispiness. So you're gonna get like curl, lift, and length from this one, whereas this one you're gonna get like full drama, wispy, flutter. This is also a great time to get a beautiful, long-wearing, waterproof lip liner that you can wear every single day. So my two favorite shades, Hourglass Panoramic Lip Liner, this one's in the shade Eden, and then the Urban Decay 24/7 in the shade 1993. great staple lip liners that you can wear every single day with a chapstick or with a, you know, red lip. Just something that will give your lips guide and shape that you can use with any lip color. During the spring and summer, I am a huge advocate for tinted lip products that just look really effortless and they're easy to reapply. So the first is the Milk Kush Nug Lip Balm. Seemed really long. It's the Milk Kush Lip Balm in the shade Nug. It's a really beautiful ginger nude. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's quite sheer. And then the Kosas Wet Lip Oil in the shade Malibu. It's a really fresh pink that I think just livens up the complexion. And as this starts fading off of your lips, you are left with a slight soft baby pink stain. It just looks really flattering. I love it. It's one of my, I just really like tinted lip products. I'm also very excited about this scent. This is Mason Margiela Springtime in a Park. It is beautiful. It will be my scent of spring and summer. It is light and floral, but it's still crisp and fresh. I've also really been loving the Way Thick Hair shampoo and conditioner. I think it's amazing. It makes my hair so shiny. Every time I use that shampoo and conditioner, you guys comment on how shiny it makes my hair look. So I definitely notice a lot of shine in that department, but I also really like the shampoo because it's not stripping. The conditioner is hydrating, but not gonna make your hair feel like you have a film or a lot of product left over in it. And I just noticed my hair is just, I like the manageability of my hair when I'm using it. I know a lot of people are curious about the Way shampoo and conditioners, so I just wanted to let you guys know the Thick shampoo and conditioner does have my stamp of approval on it. Last thing I'm gonna mention is the Bumble and Bumble Dry Spun Finish. This is a hair texturizer that gives you soft, fluttery, wispy volume in your hair when you just want that like tousled, model off duty, beachy vibe, pieceiness. You just want your hair to look perfectly undone in the most natural way, like where your hair is styled but doesn't look styled. It just looks that good. Like honestly, like Dakota Johnson hair. This is Dakota Johnson hair in a bottle. There, that's a great way to describe it. All right, guys, that's everything I wanted to mention for this video. Products will be listed and linked in the description box down below. Please be sure to go to my IGTV and watch the tutorial where you get to see a lot of the products in action. And if you still want to see whatever I didn't use in that IGTV tutorial, just leave a comment on that video on my Instagram, let me know, and I'll film another one using the leftover products that I didn't show in that video. So I'll use the other foundation, I'll use the other concealer, so on and so forth. So just let me know, I'll do it for you. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I thought this was like an easier way to do it. The YouTube one can be really in-depth and informative, and then the IGTV one can be casual, get ready with me. So if you guys, again, if you have any questions, hit me up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye, guys.